Pepsi and some friends and get in the game. Pepsi, a proud partner of Drexel Athletics. They've introduced the starting lineups for both teams, too, so why don't you share them with us?
Sure, the starting lineup. Matt Lewis, as we spoke about a few moments ago, averaging 18.7 points a game at one guard spot. Deshaun Parker and Darius Banks are the other two guards for JMU. Up front, it's Julian Wooden, a freshman making his first appearance at the deck, and Dwight Wilson, who is a double-double machine. Not quite as much as James Butler, but he's close, so that'll be a really tough matchup for James Butler. On the Dragon side, it's going to be the same five that we've seen for most of the season. It's Zach Walton up front alongside James Butler. And in the backcourt, Matej Okrus at one wing spot, Sam Green at the other, and Cam Winter running point.
Pair of coaches both in their fourth season as head coach. Lou Rowe, one of the all-timers at JMU, Zach Spiker. We are ready to play basketball here in Philadelphia on a Thursday night. The Dragons control the tip, and we are underway here at the DAC. Glad to have you along for Drexel basketball CAA action. The weekend begins on Thursday night. That's Butler at the top. And Hedge Okrus higher on the floor. 8 seconds on the shot clock. That's Cam Winter. Mate to Butler. From the elbow, it's good. And the Dragons open up the scoring.
It seems like we see that shot to start a game, almost every game here at the DAC. Butler from the elbow or Butler from the wing.
And you like it less and less every time you see it.
Oh. Hey, when it goes in, everyone loves it.
That's Wooden being trapped by Green, the steal by Green. On TV, those kicks look a little bit blue, but Walton wearing purple sneakers out there on the floor tonight.
Strange considering Dragons are playing JMU, who's all purple.
And there's the first turnover tonight for the Drexel Dragons. The Dragons 15 turnovers a game. One more turnover a game than they get an assist.
Took care of the ball much better after the first 5 minutes against Delaware the other night, but one turnover here early already.
Empty possession for JMU. Now, in the beginning of the season, they really struggled to protect the basketball, but done a much better job moving forward. Winter forces one up, and it doesn't fall for him. Cam sort of stuck in no man's land there.
Yeah, he definitely got caught and then made his decision to go. And I think he thought he had a little more room there. See if the Dragons look like they're going to pick up full court, a little full court zone. Walton up front.
Wooden and Parker playing a little two-man game now. Parker gets it across. That's Lewis. 19.5 points per game versus the Drexel Dragons. His follow-up no good. He gets the rebound again. And now he's going to go to the free throw line and earn his 2 points that way.
Coach Spiker was talking today when we were outside his office, and he was saying, you know, we rebound the ball pretty well, but these guys really rebound the ball well on the offensive end. So they're probably the best team in terms of offensive rebounding in the league, and they showed it right there.
Lewis was a machine right there. Misses the first free throw. Does Matt Lewis. 105 for 148 now on the season. (2-1). Slow start to the scoring here in this one.
Pretty high scoring game the first time.
It's 78-71 down there at JMU, back on January 11th.
And if you remember, everybody scored often early. Wasn't a whole lot of defense in the first half. Tightened up a little better in the second half.
And talking with their radio broadcaster, defense the thing that fades away. Okrus driving to the hole, off the glass, count it, and the chance for one more.
That's another thing that we saw in the Delaware game. We saw Okrus really go to the basket a lot more. Early in the season, he did that, kind of became more of a three-point threat. See him go right there with the right hand, gets the bump and the foul.
Yeah, if he suddenly becomes, you know, a threat to slash, that really opens up this offense.
Yeah, it really opens up his three-point game, too. He hasn't made as many as he did earlier in the year because obviously it's on tape and everyone knows that's what he can do.
Lewis kicks it out to the wing for three. It's no good. That was Banks.
Nice to be back at the DAC. Been a long time, Rob. January 18th. Last time the Dragons played here.
It hasn't been kind. The time that we've been away has not been kind to the Dragons. You could use a little home cooking. Butler with a fadeaway. Knocks it down.
James feeling it tonight. Yeah, it's it's only been 3 games, but it seems like we haven't been here in forever. Just going to set up before the game. I forgot all sorts of things. I ran down to my office like 4 times.
Here's Lewis. Kicks it out to the wing for Banks. Darius' shot is no good. Cam brings it up the floor. Green out on the wing for 3. It's good. Sam Green.
Wow. Lewis went right by him. Green wide open. And there's a timeout on a 10-1 run to start this game.
All of a sudden, the Dragon offense just catches fire.
That's what you like to do. You like to do at home. You want to come out right away, because we've seen so many times on the road how the other teams have really done that to Drexel. And tonight, Drexel is the one, the punch in the mouth, so to speak, and gets a big lead early.
Get your opponent down on your heels. You see James Butler. Inside presence, but got a soft shooting touch, and then Cam kicking it out to the wing for Sam Green. Green keeping patient there, waiting.
They just had Lewis go right by him.
Yeah, you would love for Drexel to be able to get out in front on one of these games and maybe, not run away with it, but at least keep somebody at bay.
Exactly.
Take advantage of the hole that the other team dug for themselves. Keep it moving.
Duke start off the game 0 for 6. And out of those 6, a couple layup opportunities, a couple wide open threes. It's not making shots on the road.
Michael Christmas in the game now, along with Zach Jacobs. That was Jacobs there. Here's Parker. Bounces it to Jacobs and takes it right to the front of the rim. There's one of those bunnies you were talking about.
Just saying, you can't get a better shot.
A little zone action here. From the top, Okrus for 3. Oh.
Gotta love the start if you're Coach Spiker.
Yeah, he just felt like this team needed a shot of confidence. The drive by Banks, he drops it off to Jacobs.
Thought he was going to walk there, but kept his pivot. Breaks the run.
Took him almost 4.5 minutes to get their first basket of the game.
Dragons got to keep the pressure on, keep it going.
Butler driving. Came up just a little bit short on that one.
I'm surprised Lewis hasn't just gone to the rack on his own. He just seemed like that.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that, because that's what he can do. It's really tough to cover him. And
so the foul will be on Okrus. It'll be his first. Drexel's second. First media timeout. Drexel Dragons out to a big one on the Dukes right now. This is Drexel basketball from Learfield, IMG College Sports.
There are many people who will help take care of you throughout your life. Parents, partners, even perfect strangers. At Independence Blue Cross, we're here to care for you too, in ways big and small, like with access to the largest network of doctors and hospitals, and by offering free healthy cooking classes at Independence Live. Enroll today at ibx.com. Independence Blue Cross.
The world will change. Drexel University is designed to change with it. By embracing change as the world moves forward, Drexel is constantly learning and evolving, preparing the next generation of leaders able to anticipate and address the challenges of tomorrow, because the future can't wait.
Independence Blue Cross believes there's caring in all of us. They've been doing their part for more than 80 years, providing access to the largest network of doctors and hospitals and more. Learn more at ibx.com. Independence Blue Cross. JMU off to a slow start here today. James Butler, though, has got 4 on the board already. And Drexel out to that 13-5 lead. Return to play here. Matt Lewis will be at the line trying to complete a 3-point play.
Lewis can do a little of it all. Really one of the top offensive players in the league. He's struggling from the line early. He's 1 of 3 today.
That is working in the Dragons' favor right now.
JMU going a little trap here.
And a kickball will remain the Dragons. A lot of conversation between the players looking over and talking to their coach. You see Parker there looking over at his bench, trying to get instructions, trying to make sure everybody's on the right page. When their bus got lost, they're staying right around the corner. And the bus got lost on the way to shoot around this morning. So what is a 3-minute walk and a 4-minute drive was like a 10-minute, 13-minute drive this morning.
You don't want to go the wrong way around here this time of year with all the construction over near the post office. Just easier to walk.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Sam Green to save it. Got it on the rim, but no shot. Lewis attacking. Good
Nice
steal
steal
by Zach Walton. Ahead to Winter. Finish. Got knocked out of his hands. Great defense there by Banks.
Really good play by Banks to save a layup. Good hustle back. It's one thing when your team like JMU, who hasn't had the year they wanted to, only 2-9 in the league, they have more talent than their record indicates. They have some talented players, and you can see their guys are still playing hard.
Quinn Ritchie into the game now for Deshaun Parker. It's Okrus to Walton.
Pretty good defense there by JMU, really forcing the Dragons to take some time off the clock here. They seem to like the trap right there at the Dragon head.
Sam Green almost got one to go. Look at Butler fighting for the rebound. The putback is his.
Wow, that's a ball that JMU has got to rebound, and Butler just said no when he went and grabbed it and put it back. Nice play by the big man.
Michael Christmas picks up the foul there. That's Train coming into the game now, along with Matej Juric. See Okrus and Walton going to the bench for Drexel.
Just a good hustle play by Butler right there. Really didn't look like he had any chance to get it. Went between 2 guys and finishes the 3-point play.
Just wanted it more. Like a lot of times in rebounding, it's just who wants it more.
And he usually wants it more. He's averaging 12 of them a game. 4th in the country coming in.
That's Ritchie, the top. Lewis drops it off for Wilson. Wilson blocked by Butler.
Nice. James coming to play today, isn't he?
From the corner, no. There's Wilson. Yeah, James seemed to have his game face on, offensively and defensively. Ritchie from 3, no, but he is fouled, and it'll be Cam.
Got hit on the 3. The ball didn't look like it had much chance of going in either. Instead, he'll get 3 free throws.
And Ritchie, who averages just 2.1 points per game, a 7-for-10 free throw shooter. So he could be great, but it's just too small a sample to tell. Got a shooter's roll on that one. It didn't look like it wanted to get up and over.
No, it didn't.
A no on the second. Kind of look at that form, see if that's the way they teach it at Mitch Kupchak.
Mitch Kupchak.
That was
out of nowhere.
Mitch Kupchak went to Brentwood High School, and so there was a local Mitch Kupchak basketball camp. That's where all the local kids went.
So you got your game?
Yeah, hardly. And I'm sure Mitch would not want me telling stories like that. 16-7 your score. Train across to Cameron. Winter back to Coltrane in the corner. He shoots. Just a little long. Tapped up by Green.
The Dragons are doing some work on the
Yeah.
offensive board today. Green now with 5 already.
A double-digit lead here. Parker driving. Using his body to create a little bit of space there. Coltrane again from 3, no.
Came into the game leading the league in three-point percentage. 0 for 2 early here.
Deshaun got the rebound. Now he wants to take it coast to coast. That was wild. Wilson with the rebound. Straight up, no. And there's Butler.
Look like he got whacked in the mouth. No blood, no foul. Move on. Butler another board, and Dragons back in the offensive end. Out of control move there by Cam.
I don't see that too often. He's had 2 of them today, though. Banks with the drive, the floater, no. Try to tap it up to himself.
The Dragons are taking a lot of threes today. 2 of 8 in the early going. Now they've been open. Just a hair rushed. Especially I thought Coltrane kind of rushed his last 3. Offensive foul going to be called here.
The foul's going to be on Michael Christmas. That leads us to a timeout. 18-9 is your score. Drexel in front. This is Drexel basketball from Learfield IMG College Sports.
Next time you drive.
Okay.
2 tickets, please. Any seats?
Section 22A, enter right through there.
Okay, how much owe you?
You only pay if your team wins.
Oh, the game's already started. Can we just pay?
You can come back after the game to settle up, but only if your team wins.
Are you messing with this?
Hey, man, the policy's right there.
Well, okay then. We'll take these and...
You don't pay us unless we're successful. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
The situation in the Pacific is worse than reported.
The Japanese are planning something big.
What's the target?
Midway. Today we're gonna be underdogs.
A couple dozen planes against the whole Japanese fleet.
And like you, the reason we're gonna win this war.
Good luck, boys.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb.
We're leaving.
But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
The Daily Line is meant for the casual sports bettor.
Bears, Vikings, Packers, all plus 200.
You can go to a lot of places right now and get some hardcore gambling knowledge, and you'll get plenty of that here, but also you're going to have a good time.
Start watching now, have some fun, make some money. The Daily Line.
Unleash a refreshing citrus kick with Mountain Dew. Charge your game with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, a proud partner of Drexel Athletics. The Dragons doubling up the Dukes right now. 18-9 the score. And Tubes, although the ball isn't falling for the Dragons on the three-point shot, they're doing a lot of other things right so far.
Yeah, they certainly are. They're taking care of the ball, just 1 turnover. And the Drexel defense so far has held James Madison to just 3 field goals. Shooting just 20% in the early going. 18-9 lead. Here with under 12 to go.
Wet spot on the floor that the official is going to take care of himself using the towel on the floor. Now the JMU trainer coming over and helping out as well. On the opposite end of the floor. On the floor for Drexel is Coltrane Washington, Cam Winter, Tay Urich. TJ Bickerstaff enters the game along with James Butler. Drexel basketball, 11:24 to go here in the first half. Drexel looking to snap a 3-game losing streak. Butler backing his way into the lane.
Coltrane's really looking for a shot tonight, a lot more than we usually see that. I think that's a good thing.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Train releases. It's no good.
But a good-looking shot there, open. It was in the offense. It wasn't forced.
The drive by Parker. Strong move to the hole.
You said earlier that he liked to use his body. He really does. Makes a lot of contact on his way up.
This is a non sequitur for the audience. TJ Bickerstaff goes in. He's fouled. Is that Major over there? By the guard?
I think it is. Nice call. Did not see him over there.
So the foul by Javis Harvey.
That is Major Kennedy, is who we're speaking of, former Drexel basketball player.
Oh, yeah, that's Mage.
Yeah. Westy's talking to him.
TJ Bickerstaff up on his toes, knocks it down. Bickerstaff came in at 50 for 60 from the free throw line this season.
He's in the top 10 of the CA in three-point percentage. Saw Mike Radio here today, too.
Really?
Yeah. Mike was actually here in business. It was there's a career fair over in the rec center today, and Mike's company was looking for some good people, so
where better to go than Drexel University.
Exactly. That's twice I've seen Mike Radio this season after not seeing him for like 7 or 8 years.
Wooden, but a trapped along that sideline there. He needs help. A steal by Walton. Blocking foul, so Zach will go to the line.
I think that's a pretty easy call by the ref right there. Harvey was definitely not stationed. I don't actually know why he made the contact there. It looked like Zach was kind of fading away. Could have gone straight up there. Probably wouldn't have gone in, but instead, Walton will get 2 shots.
Yeah, Walton was doing everything he could to avoid the contact. On his toes, it's good.
Pretty good crowd here tonight. The students, as you see right there. Academic recognition awards will be at halftime today.
Okay.
That's all the Drexel student athletes. I believe it's with a 3.6 or above, and there are a lot of them.
Yeah, I was not in that club. I would not be out on the floor tonight.
Yeah, well, well, you were. A, I wasn't an athlete, and B, I didn't have a 3.6.
Oh,
so I pretty much...
Been only an athlete for 1 semester, and 2, Parker wide open lane to this basket.
That was pretty easy for Parker. Found the lane.
Good first step.
He scored their last 6 points.
Deshaun had just 7 the first game. Cam along the baseline, finds Walton, driving. How many missed dunks have we seen now this season?
Too many.
It's a record number. Cam puts a little ice on it.
It actually works out better than the dunk. Get an extra point for it.
Here's Parker from 3, no.
Well, that was wide right. You could tell right away. That was a Scott Norwood right there.
Cam again from the top. Good once more.
When your point guard can shoot like that, boy, it really gets those leads up there in a hurry, doesn't it? Dragons now up by 15.
Feeding the post once again. Wilson, hook, no. Butler with another rebound.
And another chippy. This is kind of what happened when we were down at Madison. Had a lot of shots right early in the game at the rim, just couldn't finish.
Butler being guarded well by Wilson, but still finds a way.
Nice little run by the Dragons right now. 8-0 run. 2 from outside and 1 from inside with James.
An 8-0 and 12-2 over the last 208. Wilson.
Oh, Wilson's a strong kid, isn't he?
Yeah.
I like the fact that they don't call that a charge. Let him play. The big guys being big guys.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you'll be a little bullish.
And that should help Drexel down the other way because James will do the same thing.
Okrus releases, no. And there's a foul on the floor. It looks like it's going to be Harvey undercutting Bickerstaff.
That's Harvey. That's 3.
You are correct, sir.
Nice work by TJ Bickerstaff drawing that foul.
We got a timeout on the floor. Drexel with a 15-point lead here at the deck. This is Drexel basketball from Learfield IMG College Sports.
The Colonial takes over the Capitol. Join us March 7th through the 10th at the Entertainment and Sports Arena for all of the action and excitement in Washington, D.C. as 10 CAA teams battle for a berth in the NCAA tournament.
Okay, we're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Fresh dough made from scratch daily.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you like.
It's all one price.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
for fast bar perfection.
That's Blaze Pizza. Sound good?
Then come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Thing at that point in my life was wrestling.
And if I stay on this leg and he pulls me down.
Steam Fitters Local 420 proudly supports Drexel Athletics. Steam Fitters represents the most skilled pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC technicians. Visit lu420.org or unitedbyexcellence.org to learn more. Zach Pack getting about to have a little fun tonight as the Drexel Dragons doubling up the Dukes from James Madison. 30-15 is your score early in this one. Everybody getting to relax a little bit here early.
Dragons have to
enjoy a night.
Yeah, got to keep the pressure on, though. This team can score. We know that.
Cam catches, shoots, misses. Jacobs with a rebound.
I think Cam was feeling it a little after making the last 2 from long range.
Here's Banks, drops it off for Jacobs. Blocked from behind, foul. I believe they're going to get Walton on that.
They're going to actually
no?
give it to Kararinas before Walton fouled him.
Well, Walton was coming from behind. Kararinas was in front. Zach Jacobs, 24-34 this season at the free throw line. First trip tonight. The struggles continue for James Madison. And Cam Winter going and taking a seat, shaking hands with everybody on the bench before he sits down. Matej Juric will come in and run point guard for Drexel.
These are good minutes if you can get them for him. Wow, JMU, their numbers so far, 6 of 20 shooting, that's 30%, 0 for 4 from deep, and 3 of 8 from the line. Hard to win with those numbers, especially on the road.
Anthony Pinkard guarding Juric, and there's a foul. Will it be Jacobs or Pinkard? And they're going to go Pinkard way. Anthony's only played in 15 games this season. Juric 31 of 44 at the free throw line this season.
They're calling that a 1-and-1.
Calling that a 1-and-1.
I don't know.
It was on the floor. And Bickerstaff comes down with it. Actually, it came down to Bickerstaff.
It's much more accurate. A line drive right at him.
As our friends would say, it's all about accuracy. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Walton in the lane, pushes it up with the left and good.
Nice take by Zach.
It almost seemed like he didn't want to do it. Like, you don't make me do this. Clear lane for Parker once again. Bickerstaff gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds.
Nice help.
I could see from where we're sitting, you could see the C part for him to get to the basket, then Bickerstaff sliding over.
Dragons getting a lot of the regulars some rest early tonight.
Banks from way beyond the arc.
That was way off there. Good rebound by TJ.
Bickerstaff tried to go behind the back.
Yeah, tried to do a little too much, and we'll see Sam Green come replace him momentarily. Somehow got through there.
Deshaun Parker taking matters into his own hands.
Parker is really, he's coming to play tonight. 8 points.
From 3, it's Tadas, no.
Bickerstaff's going to get a foul on the reaching over there.
It's interesting with this particular 5 on the floor. I mean, you'd think Walton is your first option for scoring. You know, to some degree, Bickerstaff thinks he should be first option. He's going to go to the bench now and sit down. But when you get into these weird offensive configurations, you have to keep the offense going. You have to make sure they keep the offense going.
And the Dragons still kept a 15-point lead, despite playing different combinations here.
And Parker showing a little magic there with the handle.
And the foul.
Yeah, count that. And now James Butler's going to come into the game.
Tell you, it's a good thing Parker made the trip. Parker's 5 for 7 from the floor. The rest of the team just 3 of 16.
And Mateo Juric picks up that foul. Juric and Kalarinas will go sit down. And Winter and Butler back. Okrus, Drexel with their starting 5 on the floor now.
Those are important minutes, though, because, you know, we're in conference play. We're more than halfway through the conference. And you have 2 games in 3 days every week, so.
And the way we do with the, you know, Thursday night at 7, Saturday at 2.
Yeah, not a lot of time.
Yeah, it's not even 48 hours between games. He tried to trap Cam, no go. That looked like it was headed to no man's land, that pass. Green from 3. Yes!
Sam Green, second 3 of the night. More than half of the Dragon shots tonight have been behind the arc. Only 5 of 14, but the 15-point lead.
A foul on the floor. He's going to get Walton.
Actually,
oh, no,
Sam
Sam
Green.
Okay.
It's good. Everybody's still with just 1 foul. But we're going to have free throws now.
1 and 1. Pinkert's first one on the way. It's good. He's just 5 for 9 coming into this game.
He kind of shot a line drive there.
Coltrane in, Sam Green out. Coach Spiker is always up and animated. Very nice of Butler to allow Coltrane Washington to run that one down.
I don't know if he allowed him to. I think he was kind of like, I wanted that. You don't need that. I don't shoot threes. You don't rebound. James already has 7 boards in the half. And he hasn't played the whole half. That's what he does.
7 seconds on the shot clock. It's away.
Oh, really deep.
Touched every part of the rim before getting down.
Freshman with 9 points. And they're going to count that one.
Yes, they are. Strong drive by Deshaun Parker. And he is feeling it right now. And Oakers gets the foul. Number 2 on Mate.
Well, Parker is really taking it on himself. Like you said, the first time we didn't really see this out of him down in Harrisonburg.
No, just 7 points, but he is. So 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting.
That's some effective play right there.
Whatever the breakfast was at the study, he wants that down to Delaware on Saturday.
So far, it looks like he's the only one that had the breakfast, though, for the Dukes. Some of their guys that you expect the scoring from: Lewis just 1 of 4, and Banks 0 for 6.
Eight seconds on the clock. Cam to Train. That's Walton wide open.
Good luck, just couldn't go down.
Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Pinkard in the lane, way off. If that turned into a 3, with him falling down and barely getting it over there, you'd have just said, you know what, it's their day.
Yeah, not too many times you get an assist with a 2-hopper.
And now a foul on Parker.
Yeah, Parker picks up a cheapie. So the Dragons will have shots when we come back.
Going to take us to the media timeout. 38-24 your score. This is Drexel basketball from the deck. Learfield IMG College Sports.
Dear Jack Frost, people say you've got ice in your veins. But underneath it all, you're just a big old softie. Go ahead, try to nip at our toes. Thanks to our available Remote Connect. We'll be toasty and warm and ready to go. Warm wishes, Toyota Cars.
Get a great deal on the stunning new 2020 Toyota Camry from your Tri-State Toyota dealer at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Social Security is with you through life's journey from birth to retirement. As your life changes year to year, so do your needs. For over 80 years, Social Security has helped to meet your needs and is committed to improving access to the services that make a difference in your life. Today, you can verify your earnings, estimate your future benefits, apply for retirement, manage your benefits, and even change your address, all from the comfort of your home. Social Security's online services help put you in control with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Academy Bus, the East Coast leader in bus transportation services, is proud to be the official ground transportation provider for Drexel Athletics. Learn more about how Academy Bus can help move your group at academybus.com. Here's Major Kennedy. Played here at Drexel University. Injury-prone career, unfortunately, but one of the nicest young men you'll ever meet.
Yes.
All the injuries that he had, he was always smiling. He was always there backing up his teammates.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We really never got to see Major like we thought we'd see Major coming in. You know, like I said, he just struggled with injuries, but got his degree. I believe he got his master's when he was here as well.
Yeah, Butler at the line shooting the 1-and-1, misses. Bickerstaff with a rebound, and there'll be a foul. So Bickerstaff now going to go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1. Darius Banks picks up the foul, his second.
Rob, that's one of those things Coach Rowe just can't be happy with. Drexel has just gotten a few offensive rebounds. I mean, you're going to give up some, but just a couple that you can't give that up on a free throw. Yeah. I know Bickerstaff's a very good rebounder. We know that. We've seen it, but they know that too.
And there were some bodies between him and the basket that should have, you know, they're the purpose to keeping him away. A 16-point Drexel lead now. Coach Spiker disrupting the offense a little bit. It's Lewis.
Oh, wow. Charge. Nice play by Matej Juric there, but that's one of those, I just don't like it when they call that. Like, that's a really good defensive play, but that is one of those things like, did he really push you that hard?
He looked like he was on skates.
Hey, don't get me wrong, the Dragons will take that. 16-point lead, under 3 to go in the first half. And Coach Spiker loves it when you take the charge, as every coach does, pretty much.
Cam stepped on the end line.
Unforced turnover by the Dragons. Just their third to the half. By the Dragons. Just their third to the half.
And in this 3-game losing streak, you know, we've seen that number explode in the first 5 minutes. And, you know, they dug some holes that they couldn't get out of. Gotta hope that it's the other way around now and that James Madison has dug a hole that they can't get out of now. Ritchie to Parker. The one-man wrecking crew tonight for James Madison.
That's twice tonight Ritchie has got fouled on the three-pointer. This time it's Coltrane Washington with the sin.
Fortunately for Drexel, he did not make the most of it the first trip, as he only hit 2 of 3. We'll see how it goes this time.
Yeah, Ritchie's a good shooter, but he's not Reggie Miller. You don't have to necessarily be that close to him.
Freshman from Johns Creek, Georgia. Now above his season average, as he only averages 2.1 points per game. He's got 3 here today. Backpack trying their best to be distracting from afar and give his back some bad vibes. Goes 3 for 3.
Lead down to 13.
Looking around the league on the Fresh Grocer Out of Town scoreboard, no real surprises right now, Tubes. Charleston up 35-28 on William and Mary.
Only surprising I saw, Rob, was, it isn't surprising, but how easy right now Delaware is handling Towson.
38-23 is that score. The 2.5 left in the first half.
I mean, Towson's playing some really good basketball right now. That's going to be a really tough game on Saturday. But we also saw how well Delaware played last weekend. I was trying to tell people today about that game. Their 5 players, their starters just played really well against Drexel this weekend.
And they're 5 strong starters. Cam trying to take it to the hole, gets blocked, comes down to Cam. Put back no, and JMU comes away with it. Under 2 to go here in the first half, here at the DAC Parker. Dragons doing everything they can to get a piece of that, but he still gets it in.
I mean, if you're JMU, you got to be pretty excited right now. You're only down 11. You got to stop and go in under 10. That's like a moral win coming out for the second half. They look like they're dead and buried not long ago, down 17. Dragons need a bucket here. Good possession. Down to 10 on the shot clock.
Bickerstaff's pass hit the underside of the basket support. The Dragons lucky to still have the ball. There's Cam trying to pull it out for him, and he does.
Cam is feeling it from deep. That's his 3rd 3 of the night. Another take. This time by Wooden.
And it's good the officials let him play. Butler came and met him, went straight up in the air, but they bumped chests. The officials let him just keep going.
Principle of verticality, I believe they call that.
We'll get you a whiteboard. You can write that up later. Butler taking another shot in the face as he goes for that loose ball.
That's 2 tonight. It'll be interesting what Coach Rowe says at halftime, because if you're a JMU fan, one thing you're looking at is you're really able to go to the bucket tonight against Drexel. That's one thing that JMU has been effective at. Haven't been able to finish all the time, but they seem to be getting most of their points going right at the rim.
Sheridan University City is your home away from home while you're in Philadelphia. For the next home game, a special visit for your family, or for your next meeting, think about allowing Sheridan University City to become a part of your community. Visit PhiladelphiaSheridan.com for more information. It'll be interesting to see, too, if he does make that adjustment, if they do come out in the second half and start going downhill at the Dragons, as they like to say, and attacking the rim.
Yeah, because it seems like they've been affected that way. They haven't really made many jump shots tonight. JMU's 0 for 5 from deep. I think that's their big adjustment. The other thing is I think JMU, I'm sure Coach Rose is going to be saying they got to do a better job boxing out here. Drexel getting too many offensive rebounds.
38 and 2/10 seconds remaining here in the first half. That's Cam to get it started. Tried to lob it up. And JMU, no, that's Butler, got a hand on it. Somebody won it.
And like we were just saying, if JMU scores here, cut it to 10 at half.
And you got to feel good about that. And at one point, this was a 17-point game.
And it felt like it could be over early, and now it does not feel that way.
Parker once again determined to do it himself.
And he did.
Coach Spiker shakes his head. Can't believe the effort by Parker here in the first half. Parker with 18 points on 8 of 11 shooting. He is having a game here for the James Madison University Dukes. Time now for the Independence Blue Cross halftime report. Independence Blue Cross is a proud sponsor of Drexel Athletics. Independence Blue Cross believes there is caring in all of us. Learn how they're doing their part at ibx.com. We'll step aside for a couple minutes. This is Drexel basketball from Learfield IMG College Sports.
The word Philadelphia means brotherly love. And it seeps from every inch of our city. It's a way of life. A type of thinking that draws us closer to this city and each other. It's who we are. It's how we breathe. It's why we care so much about what we create. About the devotion we flaunt. The flavors of our culture and the history that makes us. Brotherly love is what we feel in each other when the music makes us sway and move, and the city's buzz draws us together. It's what drives our compassion for a person we have never met. Because even though we can feel isolated by our many differences, the spirit of this city flows throughout its diverse communities and connects us all. This city is more than a revolutionary town. It's a hub of artists and innovators, of scholars and visionaries. And anyone who chooses Philadelphia joins a community of strong, proud individuals united by our passion for life and each other. This is an invitation to be yourself and experience a family without bounds. Brought together in unexpected ways.
Living at an American campus community has really made me confident in myself.
I can be an all-around better student.
It's a place where I can be successful.
I can focus on school instead of just where I live.
There's so much in one package.
They really value their residents here.
I know that I can succeed here.
And I don't think I could say that if I were living elsewhere.
It really gave me a lot more than just a place to live.
And that's what American Campus has done for me.
For many college basketball players, they have their parents up in the stands watching them play. But for Drexel's James Butler, he has an all-time great in the stands watching him and giving him encouragement.
We have an understanding, I don't know if you would say it's like sign language or just a different way of communicating, and it helps me re-baseline, understand little things that I can do to adjust. And I think he's got a mind for the game, and it helps having an extra point of view.
James Butler's dad, Vernon Butler, helped guide the Naval Academy to their first NCAA tournament appearance in 1985, and then a trip to the Elite Eight the following season. Vernon ended his career with the midshipmen as the second leading scorer and rebounder behind only his teammate David Robinson. For his role in guiding the midshipmen to the NCAA tournament, Butler was the first Naval Academy basketball player to have his number retired and jersey hanging in the rafters.
I think my first year as a freshman, we had the first winning season in a while. I think we went 18-11, and then we went 24-8, 26-6, and 30-5. So to be there as part of that progression, and then ultimately my junior year is when we won the conference, we went to the NCAA tournament, and then going into our senior year, we were preseason nationally ranked, so the cat was out of the bag. So we really had to perform at a higher level throughout the course of the year too. But just being through that with the same coaching staff and the same set of teammates and understanding sort of where we had been and how hard we had to work to achieve not only the conference championship, but then also the ability to play in the NCAA tournament.
Vernon passed his love for the game on to James, teaching him the ins and outs of the sport, as well as the importance of hard work.
He played a huge role in it. I started playing when I was like 4 or 5 years old. He's been my biggest mentor, coach, since a very young age. We had a basketball hoop in our driveway, and then we would always go to local gyms, work out, and we still to this day, whenever I go home, work out together.
We really wanted him to get exposed to all different types of sports. He did play soccer, he did play football as well. Then he got to a point as he started to grow and develop that basketball became more of a full-time commitment for him. And then once he got on the right team, it afforded him the opportunity to play, to develop, and then ultimately get selected for stronger AAD programs.
All of that hard work is paying off as James is in the midst of a breakout season for the Dragons. James is 4th in the nation in rebounds per game, 3rd in the nation with 13 double-doubles, and is leading the nation with 239 total rebounds. But James isn't the only one of Vernon's children to excel at basketball. James' sister Natalie was the 2018 A10 Player of the Year while at George Mason, and along the way set the NCAA single-season rebounding record at 563. James' mother Mary was a track and field record holder at the Naval Academy with the distance relay teams. And James's grandfather, Peter Blair, won the freestyle wrestling bronze medal at the 1956 Olympic Games in Melbourne. Athletic success is one of the things that defines the Butler family.
It's something that shows our work ethic and our drive. And, we have goals and we go out and do our best to achieve them. I think it really says, who we are as a family and individuals.
But none of the success that James and Natalie have accomplished has come without the support of their parents.
I mean, both my parents, my biggest mentors. I think with basketball being such a big part of my life, my mom doesn't get a lot of credit, but she's huge. She's there for me all the time. A huge support system.
She's been incredible support, not only for James, but also for Natalie. And it's always been a team effort. So a lot of times when they're home for the summers and going through their training, she's always preparing special meals for them. She's always taking care of their other needs.
My dad, specifically with basketball, and my sister, we all work out together and we all have each other's back. I mean, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
And this support and love for athletics is something that James hopes to pass on to his own family in the future.
I'm sure my kids are going to go through the same thing I went through. A lot of hard times in the gym, a lot of working out, but it's something that we pass down generation to generation.
Come on, come on. Come on.
To keep your sandwich freaky fresh, Jimmy John's only delivers within 5 minutes of the store, and not farther. It's nothing personal. It's because
the Philadelphia Auto Show. Nothing like it.
The situation in the Pacific is worse than reported.